Hey y'all, so I'm in the woods and I know you're shocked. Try not to be so shocked, okay? Calm down, calm yourself. Um, yeah. So I know a lot of people can relate to this, okay? Uh, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so I made a comment on a video and that person turned into a little bitch and reported my comment. You know, fuck you, okay? Fuck you. So the person drowned. You actually see him drown. You see him go up a few times, and then he doesn't come back up again. A few people jumped in the water to rescue him, and they couldn't find him. It was too late and everything. So basically, I looked at all the people that were on the one boat. There were two boats there. I guess he fell off of one of them or something. I'm not really sure. Of all the people on the boats, not one person had on a goddamn life jacket. Y'all know how I feel about that. Y'all know I don't play that. I don't play, let's get in the water, get on the boat, or any kind of vessel without some type of protection. You know I don't play that game, okay? So, although my comment was harsh, it's also reality. I'd rather hurt your feelings, but you survived, as opposed to nobody said nothing because we don't want to hurt your feelings, but you drowned. Okay? So the comment that I made, and this is how people would talk to us back in the day, because let's just keep it real. Back in the day, your parents, your relatives were strict with you. If you're from the old school, you know, your parents would keep it real with you. They weren't concerned about how we are today. We're a bunch of babies nowadays. Oh, don't say this, don't say that, don't do this, don't do that. It might hurt the person's feelings. You know what? We're going to end up with a society of punk asses, because people that can't handle someone raising their voice, or somebody that can't handle your boss was too firm with you, so you go in to lock yourself in the bathroom and you cry your eyes out. That's the society that they're trying to, you know, it's like, that's the accomplishment, that's the goal, to have a bunch of sissy ass sissies that they have no emotional strength, they have no emotional intelligence, they don't have, we got to be so concerned with how we treat people. We got to put diapers on them and give them a baba, and then when they finish using the baba and they get older, they could use a sippy cup. Man, fuck that. If you were to be the way society's trying to mold you into today, a sissy, if somebody looked at you wrong, so you start crying, if I were to grow up that way, I would not have the strength that I have now. I would not be who I am now. I wouldn't have been able to take it, and I would have probably signed myself out of life, if you know what I mean. Because I grew up in severe harshness, severe abuse. You know this. Violent abuse. So one thing that you're not going to see from me is a little pansy. So if there's anything good to come out of it, I'm stronger now. I'm strong as a person. You cannot grow up the way I grew up and come out of it a baby. It's just not going to work for you. Okay? So anyway, the comment that I made this is what would have been told to me growing up, and I wouldn't have been bawling my eyes out, or, oh my God, you got to be penalized for saying that. I said, this is going to continue to happen because people refuse to wear a life jacket. So tell your mom what you want to wear in your casket. Now, if that hurts you more than dying, you need to go to a fucking shrink, and you need to go to a shrink today. Because I'd rather you be alive with your feelings hurt than drowned. It makes no sense how we baby the fuck out of people today. And we can't say this, we can't say that. Here's a warning. This video is going to be a little offensive to people. Even though it's somebody getting hurt or somebody being shot, we can't show too much of that because it's going to hurt your feelings. Really? We're going to have a society full of babies. You're going to be 30 years old and a baby, 40 years old and a baby, sucking your thumb, wetting your pants, and doing the hula hula dance like we used to say back in the day. Milo? Okay, you're all right. You know, I'm not going to go in details. Y'all can read in between the lines. We need a certain person to be back. We need a certain person to come back because he had no desire to take away all of our freedoms and to put us in prison. He had not literal prison, but psychological prison. You ain't doing this. You ain't saying that. You ain't doing this. You ain't going to do it this way. You ain't going to You know, we're going to force you to do this or else. He wasn't trying to take away nobody's rights. He wasn't trying to break the law. He wasn't trying to break the law. And when your rights are being taken away, the law is being broken. Pisses me off. Pisses me off. I don't understand why people feel the need to not wear a life jacket. There will be more drownings. Get mad at me all fucking day. You could get mad at me now, every day, and twice on Sunday. I don't give a shit. More people are going to drown. Period. If you do not want that to happen, what you do, instead of putting diapers on and having a crying attack because somebody said something that you didn't like, what you do is you get pissed off and you say, oh, yeah, really? I'll prove her wrong, meaning me. I'll prove her wrong. She thinks I'm going to drown. No, I will not. I'll wear a life jacket every day. Not every day. You know what I'm saying. Every time you're underwater, I'll wear a life jacket. I ain't going to be the one she's talking about, bitch. You call me a bitch. You can call me whatever fuck you want to call me. But I'd rather you be alive to call me that. You're so busy worried about how vain you look. You're so worried about, I can't wear a life jacket. That messes up my whole outfit. Well, when you're dead, at least you'll look good in the casket. You look good. Your hair is going to be on point. Your makeup's going to be on point. And your outfit is going to be on point, baby. But you still dead. Vanity is not good. Don't bring that over here. Don't. Vanity is going to get you dead. I'm at a snooty little party with all my rich friends. I ain't wearing no life jacket. That ruins my outfit. You more worried about how you look? Really? Okay. Tell me how that works for you. You won't be able to. I cannot tell you how many videos I saw where boats they had a mechanical issue and they're sinking. I saw one today where the boat was, it was a yacht. It was a real pretty yacht. And it was smoking. White smoke coming from it. So the women and children were put on this, I don't know if it's like a little lifeboat thingy, but it's a good size. So they got people out of there via that, women and children. And then, the rest of the people. But it's like, we so worried about what somebody said and how they fucking said it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If you raise kids, please don't teach your kids to be punks. Okay? Because let me explain you something. And y'all know this, especially if you old school. You already know this shit. In high school was like initiation. High school was initiation. Okay? It was initiation. People want to beat your ass just because you breathe. Just because of how you look. Just because of how you dress. Just because they think your family has money. Just because you're too tall. You're too short. You're too skinny. You're too whatever. So I need to whoop your ass. High school alone. If you survived high school, That's not for the faint of heart. Okay? People always want to whoop you in high school. Always want to whoop your behind in high school. I will never understand that. I will never understand that. You minding your business and somebody wants to beat you. Okay? It's stupid. Or they just in the mood to pick a fight with somebody. It don't make no sense. It's just dumb. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's just illogical. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. We live in a world where we're creating so much dysfunction in our society. So much dysfunction. So much dysfunction. It's being taught. It's being indoctrinated. And for people, with strength comes, the ability to put your foot down and say, I'm not down with that. I'm not down with that. I'm just not. I don't care if everybody does it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, but you have to do it. I don't have to do shit. So strength not only keeps you stronger, it prevents you from being indoctrinated. It prevents you from being brainwashed. It prevents you from following the crowd led by a ring in your nose, somebody pulling you by the fucking nose. You are going, something is not, I don't feel right with that. Something is not right with that. I'm not doing it. Everybody's doing it. Okay. I'm not. Prime example. Now, I've never been one to follow the crowd, by the way. I know I look crazy because I don't have I got a cover because we got ticks here and it just sucks. Anyway, everybody not everybody, let me not say that, okay? Because that's exaggerative. A lot of people were smoking pot in high school. I wasn't doing it. I thought it stunk. And I didn't want there's nothing about it that makes me go, oh yeah, let me try that. Nothing about that. That's cool. I don't know where my son went. He went somewhere. And of course, you're going to get pressure put on you. Oh, don't be such a square. You know what? I'd rather have fortitude and I'd rather have my own mind strength than to be convinced to do something because it's cool. It's also cool to have on your expensive outfit or your expensive $200 swimsuit with no goddamn life jacket. That's cool too. But if something happens to your ass, your family has to bury you and they have to deal with that agony, the emotional agony of not having you for the rest of your life because at least you look cool. At least you look good. I mean, you got priorities. You got to look good. It's just freaking stupid. And everything you say is wrong. And we have to powder puff everything. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Woo! The world we live in is so goddamn twisted now. It's so freaking twisted. And I'm going to tell you what. If I had children, my children would not be brainwashed. My children would not be indoctrinated. My children would not be punks. They would have to suck it up, buttercup. Yes, we can discuss your feelings. Yes, we can discuss why that hurts you so much. What's really going on? Because your emotions are too strong for the scenario. So what is really going on? There has to be something deeper for you to get to that page of emotion. So what is really going on? We're going to use critical thinking, and we're going to survive high school without being a baby because somebody told other people, we're so busy worried about the fucking wrong shit. And I'm dropping the F-bomb because I'm pissed. We're so busy worried about this stupid shit. We're not worried about red flags. We're not worried about Johnny is building something in the basement, but I'm not allowed to go in the basement, even though I'm the parent and I own the home. I'm not allowed to go in there because he said that's his space. So I can't go in there, even though he's building bombs so that he could go into a high school and commit horrific things. We can't talk about that because that's bad. That's bad. We can't talk about violence. We can't talk about anything. We're going to talk about gumdrops and Skittles and, stupid shit. Because we can't talk about anything real, because if we talk about anything that's too real, someone's going to get their fucking feelings hurt. God, my kids would not be pussies. I don't give a shit who doesn't like that word. My kids would not be pussies. Trust that and believe that. They're not going to be violent. I would raise them right, but I'm not going to let you sit up here and turn into a wilted flower because of what someone said. I mean, even when I watch videos and it's going to be bad, the police had to, shoot somebody because that person was a threat to them. So they have to do what they got to do. They're not going to stand there and let you shoot them because them shooting you would hurt your fucking feelings, okay? It's fucking retarded. Anyway, and there's warnings before you watch the video, but you already know what the video is because of what it said. Why do I have to have another warning? Because I don't want to have a mental breakdown because I saw the title and I saw what happened, so now I'm losing my mind. Really? God. Oh my God. Wow. Those of you that are raising kids, don't let your kids be punks. I'm telling you. Don't train them to be emotionless either. We have to have a balance, right? You don't want them to be too sensitive, and you don't want them to be insensitive. We don't want one extreme or the other. That we don't want. Okay? Somebody bumped into them in the hallway and then they resort to collapsing to the floor crying because that was just too much for them. It's fucking ridiculous. You're not going to survive 5 minutes in this world if you have no emotional strength and no psychological strength. You are not going to survive in this world. And that's probably part of what's going on too. Mai, come here. Mr. Wander, get your butt up here. Let me not talk to him like that. That might hurt his feelings and he might, never mind. I'm not going to go there. But I talk to him harshly. You know why? Because I love him. Okay? I love him. So I'm not going to allow him to be, hi, sweetie. Hi, Pumpkin. My handsome doggy. I'm not going to allow him to break out the teeth. I'm not going to allow him to bully me. I'm not going to allow him to try to intimidate me. So I would jump in his ass. And if you looked at me, you watched me jump in his world, you'd be like, holy shit, she's mean. I'm not mean. I'm just letting him know I'm not having that. Okay? In the wild, guess what happens? There's a pack of dogs, right? Milo thinks he's the alpha, but the other dog is bigger and stronger. And if Milo decides he's going to be bigger and stronger than the one who is the alpha, that alpha will body slam his ass, grab him by the throat, and throw him to the ground. I'm the alpha, bitch. That's what the alpha would do. He will whoop Milo's ass, and Milo would have no choice but to say, all right, my bad. You just threw me to the ground. I guess, okay, fine, I could catch a hint. There's nothing in the wild that is going to be soft and gentle and, soft-spoken, and it's just asinine. And doing that with people is asinine too. I would rather you get mad at me because of what I said, but you survived because you took my advice, than to be hurt by what I said, you still don't do the right thing, and now you lost your life. I don't play when it comes to water. You know why? Because I've almost drowned. A guy tried to drown me. You know why? Because he was a typical pervert, and he was trying to feel me up, because these motherfucking parents don't raise their kids right, and they don't teach them to have respect for other people. They don't teach them hygiene. They don't teach them respect for other people. They don't teach them how to control their goddamn hormones. They don't teach them shit. They have kids, and that's it. The only reason they go to school is because the law says you have to. Please. Some parents do put their foot in their kids' ass, and that's what you should do. It's your responsibility to do it. Back in the day, if you acted a fool, and the cops were like, you can't do that, you can't do that, guess what the parents did back in the day? I'm going to whoop your behind, and then you could call the police when I'm done. Exactly. Okay? Wow. We're trying to raise a bunch of babies, and it just doesn't make any damn sense. This world is harsh. This world, we are in the worst position that we've ever been in the history of the United States. We're in the worst position ever. There are no limitations. Everything is done wrong. The laws are broken every kind of way. The law is encouraged to be broken because the prosecutors are not permitted to do their fucking job. And we're just living in a world where it's survival of the fittest. You are not going to have a spine made of wet cotton and make it in this world. You will not. You will not. Okay? I saw this guy's trial. He is such a cocky, arrogant bastard. His name is, whatever the hell his name is. His last name is Wilson. First name starts with a W, I think. Anyway, I don't victim shame. You cannot prevent a murder, but you can definitely exacerbate being murdered. So what happened was, these two women, best friends, there's a group of them. They all went to school together. They went to high school together. They're super tight. Two of them, what? Two of them, what, baby? I love you. I love you, bunny. I love you, handsome. Anyway, so they went to the bar, okay? They were smart. They knew they were going to get smashed, so they went and got an Uber. Oh, my God. So, they went out. They went to this bar. They met this guy who's Mr. Personable, Mr. Ta-da! Hi! Mr. Charming of America. And he's a horrible person. Him and another guy were in cahoots so that either both of the guys could get laid or one of them could get laid. I think they were in on it together, trying to help each other get laid. Because I don't think the guys knew each other that well. It was kind of a weird situation. So, long story short, they left with these guys. They don't know them. That's mistake number one. You don't leave with strangers. You don't know these men. I don't give a damn what they look like. I don't care what they look like. You don't do that. Went to the one dude's house. His mom was mad that he's bringing people over in the wee hours in the morning. But he goes in the back room with the one girl. And the other girl was like, yeah, I'm not feeling all that. So she was just hanging with the other guy. They were sitting outside talking. Naturally, the two that went in the bedroom got their freak on. Why are you spreading for a man you don't know? Why are you doing that? Why are you going to this man's house? Because you're smashed with alcohol, which smashes your logic. It eliminates your logic, and it eliminates your critical thought process, if you even have it. Okay? You're not going to get a diaper on your ass on this channel. So if that's what you're looking for, get out of my channel. I don't do that. Anyway, so she screwed this guy. He had no business doing her either. He don't know her either. And we wonder why diseases are floating around like crazy. Well, duh. Anyway, so then all these mistakes are piling up. And then she shows this man where she lives. So her and the friend and the guy, he lied about his name. went to her house. So now she knows where you live. This man knows where she lives. And it just don't make no fucking sense. So the one lady, she was like, okay, well, I'm going to go let y'all, spend time or whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Well, the guy, he claimed his name is Wade. Wade Wilson, if you're interested in looking at it on YT. He's got a lot of face tattoos. He's got a lot of, it looks like his tattoos of sutures around his mouth, and it looks like sutures coming from his here, and he's got all these ridiculous looking asinine tattoos all over his face, a swastika on his face. He didn't have that when he met the girls. He did not have that, okay? He got that after he was in prison. Anyway, so he took that girl's life. Her name was Christine. He strangled her to death. Do you see why you don't need to be doing these types of behaviors? You don't know this person. They could be a fugitive escaping the prison, just got out of the penitentiary. You have no clue who this person is. You should never get that smashed. I don't give a damn how many Ubers you're taking that night. You should never get that smashed, because it takes away, if you have any common sense, it takes away the little bit that you have, or it takes all your common sense away. And she lost her life behind this stupidness. You think I'm going to be treat someone like a baby? Okay, ladies, don't do it. It's bad. Don't do it. Don't do it, all right? Don't go out with a bad guy. Don't do it. I'm not going to talk to you like you're a motherfucking baby, because you're not a baby. I'm going to tell you, don't do nothing stupid. It can result in horrible things. I'm not going to put daisies on it. I'm not going to sprinkle sugar on it. I'm not going to put maple syrup on it. I'm going to tell you reality. You got to use common sense. Even though it's not common, you still got to try to use it. Never, ever, ever put yourself in a situation where this man, he's a psychopath or sociopath, not a man. You don't ever put yourself in a situation where you speeded up your death. Never. I don't care how hot you get. If you are that hot, there's toys on Amazon. I said that I don't know how many damn times. You can get any size, shape, color, ridges, no ridges, batteries, plug-in, rechargeable, whatever. Got to start using your brain. Okay? Because if you don't, horrible things will happen. You don't wear a life jacket, you may drown. You go with some stupid man that you don't even know this person. He's faking. He's so charming. And you know what? The one that got eliminated, she was concerned about the fact that he had dimples. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, I met a guy with a dimple. He only had one, but this guy has 2 dimples. He's so cute. If that's your only criteria for finding a man, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. So, rest in peace, Christina. I hope prosecutors, so far murderers are not allowed to get away with murder. I'm sure that there will come a day when murderers, you're not going to get in trouble for murder. And that's already happened, and we'll get to that in a minute. I was waiting for it to happen. I was waiting. I hope he gets the death penalty. He's sitting there during the trial, and he's 1,000% disinterested. He's sitting there like he's watching the trial of somebody else, and he'd really rather be somewhere else. He don't want to be in a courtroom and they're talking about what he did. He's just like, his eyes are dead. He has no emotions. It's just, I'm stuttering. It's just, I don't know. It's just horrible. You fall for the charm and you fall for the dimples. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not victim shaming. I'm just saying there's some asinine criteria that women have. Well, he's tall, dark, and handsome, so I'm going to let him do everything to me that I'd never let men do, but I don't care. I'm going out with him. I know I'm supposed to go out with my I'm supposed to check on my mom. She's in a nursing home and she broke her hip. But you know what? I'm going out with Mr. Fine Ass. And I would normally put my mom first, but this guy's fine. I'm going out with him. See what I'm saying? So since you think they look good, or they have dimples, which is asinine, I'm going to break all my damn rules just based on your looks alone. Oh my God. Oh my freaking God. Anyway. Wow. Wow. So, again, his name is Wade Wilson. The lady that did get away with murder, I want you to hear me good because this is going to mess your mind up, okay? She got high on marijuana. And she murdered her, I guess it's her boyfriend. And she got away with it because of her defense attorney said that she had marijuana psychosis. So she got away with murder. I was waiting for somebody to come up with some bullshit excuse why murder was okay. Boom, bada bing, bada boom, 2024, here you go. Defense attorneys are a piece of shit too. Not all of them, but most of them are a piece of shit because they're paid to twist the truth. They're paid to gaslight. They are paid to tell you a different reality other than what you saw and what the evidence shows. How they could do that, I guess they don't have a conscience or something. I don't really know. But, wow. Hey. So, I'm going to get... Y'all take care. Much love. And, see you next time. And don't baby people that you care about. Be firm with them, especially when it involves their safety. Okay? Be firm with them. Put the damn life jacket on or else. Okay? Do you want them alive or not? I'm just telling you. We can't, like I said, we can't raise a bunch of babies. Sissies. We just can't do that. All right. Y'all take care. Much love.